following two-column proof. S is parallel to T and L is parallel to M, and we want to prove that angle 7 is congruent to angle 10. Once again, when we look at these, what we're trying to prove, angle 7 is congruent to angle 10, we're going to start with angle 7. And in this particular problem, we have a word bank, so I'm going to look down here at the possible statements, and what I see is that the only statement that's got angle 7 in it says angle 5 is congruent to angle 7. So I'm going to use angle 5 here. I know I wrote it in the opposite order. That's okay. It's still the same statement. So we've got angle 7 is congruent to angle 5. And if we look up here, with angle 7, here's 7, and where's 5? Here's 5. So once again, as we take a quick look at that, what I hope you notice is what kind of angles they are. We've got line S and line T are parallel to each other, and then line L is the transversal. So these are both underneath the transversal, they're on the same side, and they're underneath the parallel line, so to speak. So they're in the same place, and when they're in the same place, we call those, oh dear, call those corresponding angles. Which, as you look down, you see that is one of your reasons. Corresponding angles are congruent. So there's our first, so we can get rid of that. The thing is, once we picked angle 7, here now we have to use angle 5. So the next statement should be angle 5 is congruent, and it better be congruent to angle 10. And that is one of our options down here in our possible statements, so we can get rid of that. And when we compare angle 5 and angle 10, well, my diagram shifted a little bit, but I'll try again here with the highlighter. And what we've got is, here's 5, and then here's 10. And really what we have is we have two parallel lines cut by a transversal, and what happens is angle 5 and angle 10 are on opposite sides as well as in between parallel lines. So what we can say is that these are alternate interior angles are congruent. And finally, now we've got angle 7 is congruent to angle 5, angle 5 is congruent to 10, so 7 is transported across the 5. We don't need that anymore. And then the reason is the transitive property.